Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm your brother AbuTalha Zahack. Welcome all of you. The news about Prince Mohammed bin Salman, that he said that Israelis have the right over the land of Palestinians. So this news is going viral on the social media and everybody's talking about it. And people are like, how can Mohammed bin Salman say that Israelis have the right over the Palestinian territories, over the Palestinian lands? So if you go back and research the actual source of this news, Prince Mohammed bin Salman had interview recently with Goldberg, and Goldberg asked him, and this was his question. Goldberg asked, let's talk about the broader Middle East. Do you believe that Jewish people have a right to a nation state in at least part of their ancestral homeland? So listen to this carefully. Listen to this carefully what Goldberg asked. He said, let's talk about the broader Middle East. Do you believe the Jewish people have a right to a nation state in at least part of their ancestral homeland? And Prince Mohammed bin Salman replied, I believe. Now listen to his words carefully. He said, I believe that each people anywhere, I believe that each people anywhere has a right to live in their peaceful nation. I believe the Palestinians and the Israelis. Now listen to his words carefully, what he said. He said, I believe the Palestinians and the Israelis have the right to have their own land. But we have to have a peace agreement to assure the stability for everyone and to have normal relations. So what Prince Mohammed bin Salman, he said, is no different from what his uncle King Abdullah, during his tenure as crown prince, he made a peace agreement. And according to the peace agreement, he said that Israelis have to agree for the 3 points. And the 3 points of that peace agreement was, the first point was Jerusalem will be the common capital of Palestine and Israel. The East Jerusalem that has Masjid al-Aqsa will be with the Muslims, and the Muslims can have easy access and free access, and that will enable the Muslims to freely travel to Masjid al-Aqsa without any restrictions and without any trouble. The first thing. The second point in the peace agreement was about the Palestinian refugees. So during the Nabaka, during the exile, during the exodus of the Palestinians, the Palestinians were forced to leave their houses and they were made as refugees in Jordan and other places. So King Abdullah put forward this peace agreement. The first point was Jerusalem should be the common capital, and the second point was the Palestinians should be given back their homes, their properties and their fields and their their cattle and everything which they lost. So that should be given back to the Palestinians. And the third point in the peace agreement was about the land swapping. The land swapping which happened during the Arab-Israeli war. So the lands which Israelis occupied and the lands the Arabs occupied should be given back to their rightful owners. So this was the peace agreement King Abdullah as a crown prince made in 2001. In August 2001 this was made, and in September 2001 9/11 happened, and 13 of the 19 hijackers were the Saudis. So the entire episode was turned upside down. The entire episode was turned upside down, and the Saudi came forward with a peace agreement in behalf of the Palestinians, for the benefit of the Palestinians, but because of the 9/11 everything turned upside down and the peace agreement was put under the carpet. So what Prince Mohammed bin Salman said is no different from what his uncle King Abdullah laid forward. So what Prince Mohammed bin Salman said was, I believe the Palestinians, look, the Palestinians and the Israelis have the right to have their own land. So this was his statement. And then the second question asked by the Goldberg was, you have no religious-based objection to the existence of Israel. So it was like, don't you have any religious-based objection to the existence of Israel? And to this question, Prince Mohammed bin Salman replied, we have religious concerns. Look what he said. We have religious concerns about the fate of the Holy Mosque, Masjid al-Aqsa in Jerusalem, and about the rights of the Palestinian people. This is what we have. and we don't have any objection against any other people. So this was his second question, and this was his second response. We have religious concerns about Masjid al-Aqsa in Jerusalem and the rights of the Palestinian people. So this is the actual context of what Goldberg asked and what Prince Mohammed bin Salman replied. So now what's all about this on social media? Why are these newspapers reporting that Prince Mohammed bin Salman said that Israelis have the right over the Palestinian lands? He did not say that. He did not say that. He said Palestinians have the right to own the land, and Israelis, they have the right to own their land. And we'll have a peace agreement. And as I told you, the peace agreement was actually detailed by Crown Prince Abdullah. When he was the Crown Prince, it was given by King Abdullah. So there is no mention of Israelis have the right to rule over the Palestinian lands. And these newspapers, especially Al Jazeera, Middle East Monitor, and Middle East Eye, why these newspapers are always after Prince Mohammed bin Salman? That's because in the recent interview, in the same interview, Prince Mohammed bin Salman, he mentioned about the evil triangle, and he mentioned the three vertices of this triangle as the first vertex as Iran, and the second as Muslim Brotherhood, Ikhwan al-Muslimin, and third as the Al-Qaeda and ISIS. And inshallah, in future, if I get time, I'll explain you how ISIS evolved from Iranian Fidain Islam group, and how Fidain Islam group sponsored Ikhwan al-Muslimin, Sayyid Qutb, and how Sayyid Qutb shaped Muslim Brotherhood, and how Muslim Brotherhood shaped Al-Qaeda, and how Al-Qaeda shaped ISIS. Inshallah, I will give you all the details in future, inshallah. So what Prince Mohammed bin Salman said was exactly true. He said that they belong to the evil triangle, and for this very reason, the media of Ikhwanis and Iranis and the Al-Qaeda and ISIS, they are after Mohammed bin Salman. So this is his actual statement published in theatlantic.com, and the interviewer was Goldberg Jeffrey, and he asked these questions, and Prince Mohammed bin Salman, casually and without any hesitation, wearing his heart on his sleeve, he gave the answers very instantly and very honestly. He said that we believe in the rightful ownership of the Palestinians, and we believe in getting the Al-Aqsa Mosque back, and we believe in the rights of the Palestinian people, and we do not have any objection with any other people. So this was the very honest reply he gave. And to understand this, you have to remove the specs which you're wearing. I mean, remove the specs of hatred, remove the specs of bigotry, remove the specs of Saudi hatred, and you try to understand things. Inshallah, you will see that Saudi Arabia is doing a lot for the Ummah. And inshallah, we pray that may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless Prince Mohammed bin Salman and his father King Salman with health and good companionship, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala support them and aid them, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make Muslims united under one banner, so that Muslims can be united to fight against the common enemy, the Majus and the Iranians. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.